Okay, people, plan nigga, start.
I'm sure he was just kidding when he called me annoying.
Hello? Hey, fuck! Fucking hell! I'm gonna tell you this as nicely as I can. You haven't uploaded since Halloween, and even then, what have you been doing this whole time? All you've been doing is playing some old-ass video games from like 2006 or something. You're doing nothing at all. Hey, don't disrespect games that I like playing from my childhood. What, you want me to be angry at you or something? And yeah, I know I haven't uploaded since Halloween, but so what? I don't even have any ideas. Well, there is one. Are you actually gonna review or then talk about this old game? Why? I see that look on your face. You're actually really gonna do it? Man, I swear to God, if you cut me off. Bully! Yeah! Bully is a game that was developed by Rockstar in 2006. You may know them from other games developed by them, such as GTA or Manhunt, and yeah, no, I think that's about it. Despite being a classic by Rockstar and highly underrated, in October 2006 when it was released, it was severely attacked by politicians and banned in multiple countries around the world. But we'll speak about more about the political and the bad things that the society viewed the game. First, we're gonna see how and why I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's right, Cat. Be cute so you can get me some views, yeah. Yeah, I need some revenue. Yeah, the YouTube adpocalypse has gotten way worse. Let's talk about our protagonist, Jimmy Hopkins. He's 15 years old, and he was kicked out of 7 schools for being very violent, bad language, graffiti, and anything a delinquent would do normally. He's good at heart, but he does a lot of bad things, and well, he would normally do good things to other people, but most of the settings he's in usually isn't so kind to him at all. So now he ends up at the toughest school in the country and is quite unsure what he's gonna do. Oh, the only thing he can do is defend himself, and he's gonna have a hard time doing that as well. Whilst Jimmy is in Bullworth, he does find some friends though. He meets Pete Kowalski and Gary Smith. While Gary has a lot of different plans than Jimmy does, Jimmy just tries to survive his year in Bullworth Academy, while Gary is making plans to take over the entire school. While Jimmy does not agree with it, he somehow becomes Gary's pawn in all this, and he betrays him by the end of Chapter 1. By Chapter 2 and onward, Jimmy goes out of Bullworth and helps people along the way in the town and in school. But behind the scenes, Gary has been, making his devious plans behind Jimmy, when Jimmy doesn't even know, since he was spending helping people throughout the entire year while trying to calm everyone down. I prefer if you played the game yourself because I don't want to spoil any more of the plot, and the plot is actually very good for a pretty old game and a pretty underrated game as well that people seem to unnotice. Now let's on to the political things when the game was released and all of the debacle created by one person only. Jack fucking Thompson. So not a lot of people can actually make me angry at all, but Jack Thompson, he really knows how to make someone's blood boil. I'd like to talk about Jack Thompson in my own words, but it's hard to come up with them. So here's a clip from YouTuber Swegta, who, from his Jack Thompson video. Please enjoy. He said it better than any way I could have.
He's often described as one of the main foes of Rockstar Games and the gaming industry as a whole. As a lot of you know, he gained quite a lot of attention back in the 2000s for his anti-violent video games activism. Just as Rockstar Games started to really take off in the 2000s with huge successes like Grand Theft Auto, Manhunt, and Bully, Jack Thompson spawned out of the deepest, most vile regions of hell to antagonize Rockstar Games. He did so by repeatedly pulling Take-Two Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games into frivolous lawsuits, oftentimes claiming that games such as Bully and GTA would encourage and educate kids in violent behavior, a la killing sprees.
Go so to Swekta for that little clip there. He's actually a really cool YouTuber. I don't think I should really speak more about Jack Thompson and more than Swekta could, because he basically summed up everything I would have said if I could come up with the words. The other political thing is that it was banned in multiple countries for, showing acts of bullying and victimizing other students. So they had to change the name in other countries. In most countries, like in Spain or Brazil, it was called Canis Canem Edit, which is English for, dog eat dog. While the game was early stages in development, it had a lot of different phases. At first it was meant to look more like comic book style and have a lot more cartoony vibes to it in the way it looked. It soon developed into looking a bit more realistic, but I did kind of want to see what the game would have looked like in its beta form. It looked pretty interesting and the characters looked much different but also somewhat similar to what they did look in their final version. The gameplay aspects and the fighting was a lot different and looked a lot more cartoony and a lot more flexible. A lot of the characters' attitudes and the way they looked and how they acted were changed, but some of the elements there were still kind of, was still there somehow. While there has been rumors for many years now about the game's sequel, Rockstar has kept in the dark and been quiet about it ever since it released. There have been leaks that it was supposed to come out around 2009, 2010, and many other years, but I never believed those rumors to be true. But if you want to know more about sequel leaks and more info about it, what it could potentially be, I suggest channels like Swekta or the Nathan NS. They're really informational and they actually make some pretty good content, so I suggest to watch those. Oh, and I almost forgot, the title of the video is called Why I Like Bully. I never said anything about why I like it. Well, the truth is, the reason why I like it is, everything I just said in the video besides Jack Thompson. But everything I said in the video is why I like it. It's very unique, it has different vibes in most games, and it's built differently than most games. It has, you could tell a lot of people put effort into it in the story and how everything went into the process of developing the game, and I feel like most games aren't really like this anymore, and that's what makes it special. Well, thank God I finally uploaded before the year ended. Yeah, it's the end of the year. I also forgot my anniversary on Christmas, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, 2-year anniversary, except really late. Woo! Alright guys, tune in. I may or may not make any videos soon. I don't know, this video took a little longer than I expected. And I might not post a while again, even though it's been like a few months anyways. But yeah, bye.